Hey there, cruise fans. It's your cruise counselor, Dave. Hope you had a great Christmas. 26th of December here. We are minus 31 days, we're calling it today. So this will be a short video. I had a good time making our first one with and stuff and things. And we have a little logo now. That was kind of cool. But I'll spend a little time doing that and a little less time blabbing on the video today, so I can keep these coming out in rapid succession. We covered kind of food, drinks, and Wi-Fi on the last one. I said today we'll cover embarkation, and then what I want to let you know what's coming next is going to be packing tips and tricks and room setup, because I think there's some things that we need to discuss on that. But embarkation day, this one you'll want to go back to probably a week or so prior, just to be sure you've got everything squared away. There's a process to get on the ship, and the first time you get on, it can be a little bit confusing. It's not just like getting on a plane. So embarkation day, first of all, it will start with making sure, number one, you've downloaded your Celebrity Cruises app, and the next step, which we haven't talked about yet, is making sure you get yourself checked in. You'll see it on the home screen of your app right there when it lists your cruise. It'll say Celebrity Reflection, 4-day cruise, and it'll have a manage cruise, and it'll have a check-in button or begin check-in or something like that. You want to go ahead and do that as soon as you can. Most of you already have your tourist passports. You can go ahead and do your check-in. Just make sure you got your passport handy. You can fill out the information. You'll have to upload a photo. You can do it right on the app on your phone. You can do it on your laptop if you want. Either way, it's really quick, really easy. When you're done with that, you'll get a boarding pass. That's what we're going to use digitally. You'll get that. That's what we're going to use on embarkation day. I've got a slot at 12:30, so our whole party should be able to show up at the cruise port around noon at the latest or so. We'll talk through that probably when everybody gets in town on the 25th. And what we're going to do, we'll make our way over to the cruise port. Because we got a 4-day cruise, and you might have some, depending on the passenger, you might have a bag or so that you don't want to lug around with you for the afternoon. There are porters right when we get dropped off. And if you print out your bag tag, when you check in, you can say, I've got, so many bags. You can do it all the way up until the day prior to the cruise. We can print out a bag tag and attach it to your suitcase. We can drop it off with the porters. It will get delivered to your room. There are a few things you don't want to put in that bag that you'll need to get through security, and that you may need the first couple hours we're on the ship. Celebrity Cruises is great. It's one of the only cruise lines in the industry that it gives you access to your room even before it's ready. So I don't want you to think that's going to be normal for all of your cruises in the future if you continue to do this. But at this particular cruise line, once we're through the embarkation process and we get onto the cruise ship, you actually can go by your room and you can drop your bags off and things that you don't want to carry around. But we'll keep a few things handy. Consider it kind of like a carry-on for your cruise. So you'll have your passport. You'll make sure you've got what you want for leisure. Once you get on the boat, you might not be wearing like a swimsuit, or I'm not going to wear a swimsuit to get on the ship, but shortly after the ship I'll probably want to be in a swimsuit and flip-flops. So we'll have that type of stuff available. Don't have to worry about towels. Sunblock would be good, so you don't have to waste a bunch of money buying things like that right away. Sunglasses. Passport, obviously you'll need it to get through the check-in process. And then any really personally valuable or high-risk stuff like medication and things like that you want to keep with you. A hat, just fun stuff. You can keep that in a little bag, like whether it's a pull string bag, backpack, beach bag type thing. That's all we really need to keep with us. If you have, like some of you aren't even checking a bag when you fly out. If you have a small bag, you can just bring all of it with you. You don't have to deal with the porters at all, and we'll make a quick stop to the room. So immediately after the let's go through the embarkation. So we'll go in, we'll check in, we'll get in line, we'll go through normal TSA style security. You will go through security screening like you normally would getting onto an airplane, so don't bring anything dumb, different, dangerous, or illegal. We'll go through that process. There's a process then to get onto the ship, right? We'll get onto the ship, and once you're on the ship, really the vacation begins. So all of our packages are activated. So you can make our way to our rooms. We'll drop off anything, but right by the front door of the room, right next to our room number, will be our SeaPass card. And you can really put your wallet away at this point. You can put it in the safe. You can put it somewhere secure, and the CPass card is really your wallet and your identification for the next few days, almost everywhere we go, with the exception of Key West. We'll just need that CPass card. So you'll grab that. That will allow you to get drinks. You can use that to get drinks. That is your form of purchase too. If you want to buy something, a souvenir, you want to, things like that. The CPass card is the currency that they'll use. And then again, things charged to the room, we have to settle before we get off the ship. So anything you charge to the room that isn't included in the packages we discussed, we'll have to settle that. So pretty much embarkation day is a little bit different than an airplane. It's not terribly complicated, but what's nice is we're going to get to the ship early, around noontime. I would like to be there, and that gives us that whole afternoon of our first day of vacation on the ship with all of our privileges that we've already paid for. So we'll get on the ship, we'll get settled in, and then it's fun time. There'll be live music, the bars are open, the pools are open. Early on, before the ship leaves port on that first day, there's lots of tours available. So if you're interested in learning more about the spa, if you're interested in learning about the fitness classes that are available, or you want to tour some of the other onboard excursions that they have available, they set all of that up. So we'll have a daily planner in the app, and I'll tell you all those options that are available, and we can have a good time. It's going to be a great embarkation, and it'll kick off an amazing cruise. Looking forward to sharing packing and room configuration with you tomorrow. We'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Out here.